And which are the civilizations? We have here in the center Viper playing as humans. On his right, we have Jordan playing as Koreans, and on the left side, we have Tatoh playing as Incas. So Incas, Koreans, and humans. Here in the back, we have Koreans ACCM, Incas Daut, and humans Liereyy. Guys, I have to say, I believe that the setting of this game was 3v3 mirror civs, because why would we actually want to pick like Incas, humans? Those civilizations are far from the best ones. And it seems to be a water map. We have water here in the center. Penguins? What the fuck? The tournament's called Desert and there's penguins here. Okay, anyway. And we also have fish and penguins on the outside. So that's a very good area to fish. I don't know if boats can walk around here. They can probably walk around. So we here see already Jordan dropping a dock, Viper going to drop a dock, and Tatoh dropping his docks. Everyone's dropping docks. I believe that we might experience some fights for the water, because it's a very important source of food. By the way, let me answer a question from the chat, which was made by What's the Risk? What do you think is making you not perform in Empire Wars as good as in random map? Is it the lack of solid Dark Age advantage you get? I think that there are two factors mainly. First, I'm not very fast. My APM is very low if you compare myself to the other regular random map players around my skill. And I think that because of that, I get myself lost, because in Empire Wars you already start with like 30 units and you have to manage those units, you have to get the ship, you have to decide if you're opening scouts, if you're opening archers, you have to worry about walls. There's some guy that's going to attack you with scouts and there's no time to wall before it reaches you, so this all makes me a bit nervous. And second, I think that it's more a matter of execution. So you need to have good execution, you have to micro, you can disrupt your enemy's eco, you can choose from taking villagers out of the gold and putting them on the food in order to go full scouts and things like this. And this kind of stuff actually gives me less time to think. So I cannot make strategies and take so many decisions as I can do in the early random map games. For that reason, I think that I'm not performing so great. Anyway, we have here Tatoh fishing both sides. He's fishing in the center and he's fishing on the left side. We have Viper booming 2 TCs as human and also fishing on the middle and fishing on the back. And we have here Daut with 2 docks, fishing Reveille as Koreans and walling himself. Let's advance this game a bit. I think that if Empire Wars was played on slow speed, it would still be too fast for me. Alright guys, so what do we have here? On the right side, we can see Jordan playing here with boats versus ACCM. We have a galley war from the Koreans. ACCM is on the attack and he already has the fletching, and he made a very small wall. This actually gives him extra time to focus on the micro and on being aggressive. Jordan is still finishing his wall, so he might still be concerned about enemy attacks. Daut seems to be going already to Castle Age and he made a barracks, so we might expect some eagles and maybe some fire galleys, because he's doing here a demolition, docks in the center, like 2 docks, so Daut will probably contest the center, and Tatoh is also losing his fish to Liereyy on the left side. I guess that the strategy here from Tatoh was bad. He's actually just giving their enemies free access to the outer space. Because of that, oh no! Guys, I take away everything that I had said, because I thought that Tatoh was just doing that, but he's actually placing docks on the back of his enemies and he's aiming for Daut's fish, which will actually give Vipers a huge advantage regarding villager and fishing number over Daut. So that was very smart, and he's actually rushing here with siege and eagles in the back of Liereyy. So what a fuck, man! 2000 QI play here by Tatoh, man. Dude is truly a monster in water maps. What a decision making. My goodness, Jordan did some crazy good uptime as Koreans. He walled himself fully. He made lots of galleys during feudal age. It's 19 minutes and he's already on castle. Watch this guy's build order. Great play by Jordan. Viper just booming non-stop. Tatoh and Daut are fighting here in the center, and they are also fighting in the back. But I think that I give this one to Tatoh because he just nullified all the fish from Daut. And he's now aiming to kill the fish from Liereyy as well, while also sieging both Liereyy and Daut with a few mangoes and eagles. So what a play by Tatoh. He's actually taking it on two guys, and this has just bought Viper enough time to do keep checks. Alright. Viper going on with keep checks. ACCM was able to hold Jordan despite of his great uptime, and they are still fighting here on the water. Jordan is already with 3 TCs, guys, while ACCM is playing 1 TC YOLO on water. So ACCM is betting everything to kill Jordan. If he doesn't kill Jordan here, he will be so behind on the economy. So far, Jordan already has a 12 villager advantage over him. Liereyy is starting to make some knights, and he was able to help Daut defending here from Tatoh, but Viper is already coming here to place a second castle forward, and with this castle he can soon click Imperial Age, or maybe not so soon, and then start pushing on this side. But Liereyy has a great economy. Look the amount of fishes Liereyy has here in the back, and penguins. By the way, an interesting fact, a penguin has 15 HP and 1 attack, which means that a monk would potentially lose a fist fight versus a penguin. Okay. I think we should make it happen. We should put some money and make a monk and a penguin fighting to the end. Anyway. ACCM is now trying to start his booming, but Viper is here with a huge amount of keep checks that he can use to raid. This can actually be very bad for the enemy team. Viper is coming here to drop a third castle, and he's already imping. Once he's on pure rage, he will probably be able to drop trebuchets here and kill the TCs from Liereyy and start pressuring him big time. Tatoh is now booming after all the damage he has done. His teams will be fine, and Jordan is actually booming quite well here. He has the second best economy from everyone in the game. And of course, he has won the water. He's coming here to drop a forward castle on ACCM. Jordan is already imping, so he'll probably kill ACCM. Viper only Pure Rage has no answer from those guys, so that was a 1 for GL. But I totally put this one in the hands of Tatoh. That was a great play. He made docks here, he made docks in the center, and then he realized it. I think that those guys are booming here. So he just fast castled and killed the enemy fish, dropping those sneaky docks right there. So MVP of this game for Tatoh, despite having the lowest score, he had the move that actually won his team the game. And Jordan actually overpowered ACCM. So 2 MVPs, and Viper, well, he just boomed it. Too easy. Let's go for the second matchup. We have Saracens, Ethiopians, and Persians here. Saracens, Ethiopians, and Persians. And what the fuck is this? Okay, they're playing a map called Al Samin. Vamos chamar esse mapa de o Salaminho. It's basically a no TC start map, and a curious thing about this map, guys, is that there is no forests. Exactly what I said. There are no forests, there are no trees, but what you have access to are those stockpiles of food. So there are those stockpiles of 750 food and those huge piles of wood. Each one of those piles of wood contains actually around 100k wood, which means that if you make a lumber camp here, you can just keep getting wood for a long time. And how are they playing? Well, Viper is here in the center playing as the Persians. Jordan's playing as the Ethiopians on the top, and on the bottom we have Tatoh as Saracens. Well, I guess there's no much surprise from what we are about to see here, right? Ethiopian and Saracens will probably play archers. Both Persians will probably just spend scouts, and in the other side we're probably going to have archer fight. So a very unusual map, very difficult to wall, but I believe that, for example, Viper and Tatoh can already start connecting themselves by building towards each other, which helps to defend. Look how they are scouting, eh? They're scouting big time. There's actually some camels, so it seems that Viper is using a camel on auto scout here. And there's also this chariot, this caravan, that you can actually use as a scout to lure. So he's luring. Adding a lot of farms. Word. Is he going to try a fast castle? Too much views, right? I believe that Viper can even try a fast castle because of the amount of views he has. Daut is already on feudal. And he is going scouts. Oh my goodness, really? Look at this wall, man. This is the most creative wall I have seen. It works. Tatoh making a tower and an archer range. Tatoh seems to be playing very defensively to already drop a tower. Viper is dropping a market and will probably drop a blacksmith soon, so Viper probably wants to make a small boom. I wouldn't risk a boom in such an open map. His allies might feel the pressure, both Tatoh and Jordan. Jordan's also playing defensively, try to make some walls, has a tower on the go, double range. ACCM, my goodness, this is probably some, I don't know, that's probably a natural thing from the Vietnamese, man. What the fuck, man? Alan Gomes, saudades quando você transmite em português. Ô, Alan, toda segunda eu tô transmitindo em português, cara. Toda segundinha. It's 1 million, not 100k. Okay, let me check. How many zeros? No, it's 100k, not a million. Man, look at ACCM. ACCM has walled himself. How could he wall in such a map, man? This is a madman. He managed to wall himself, guys. Crazy, right? Liereyy playing very open here and going for a fast castle. Tatoh messing archers, and Viper actually... Uh-oh. I told that a fast castle was a bad idea. Why would you fast castle in such an open map? Viper just lost a few villagers here to ACCM and Daut raiding, and he's dropping a TC. A second TC. That was honestly very greedy, and Daut, guys, is already reaching Castle Age and dropping his secondary stable. This game will probably not go well. I don't think that those guys will allow Viper to boom. They know what he's trying to do. And Jordan and Tatoh actually have to start protecting him somehow. I don't think this will work. Tatoh is abusing of Saracen market, that's why he is getting a lot of stone. He dropped it to towers. Liereyy is annoying Viper. Daut is on Castle Age and making some knights already. ACCM is making his third range, so we're about to see lots of archers from the Saracen. Jordan is defending himself with some towers to get as well. This boom from Viper, guys, is not providing any results so far. Now he has 4 TCs. Okay. Now things are becoming better. I'm just worried about his teammates because Tatoh, for example, He's losing big time here to Liereyy pressure without providing him some knights. On the other side, guys, Daut is also helping ACCM to kill Jordan. So both Jordan and Tatoh are receiving some heavy pressure for their opponents. And the result of this is Liereyy is attacking and is already booming with 3 TCs. ACCM, well, YOLO style, but he's fully attacking Jordan, and Jordan seems to have a lot of trouble to defend from that. He's not collecting wood properly. So both Tatoh and Jordan are on disadvantages. Viper's trying to boom, made now his first stable, is about to make the second, but the enemies are starting to aim at his TC. Remember that they have Saracen on the team, so the crossbows can actually deal a lot of damage to enemy TCs. Another archer range attempt by Tatoh. Liereyy and Daut are killing his archer ranges. Viper's now trying to start some knights, but ACCM is also punishing him with some bows. Jordan is not being able to defend himself because he has to counterattack ACCM. Viper should have a villager advantage, but actually what's happening here is that Daut has more views than him already, even without TCs, because they're killing Viper big time, and has a lot of knight. So it doesn't matter how good you are, if the map is that open, don't go for boom. Tem wood nesse mapa não? Então, Priston, tem aqui, ó. Tem essas pilhas de wood aqui, ó. Cada pilha dessa de madeira, ó, que é 2 pedacinhos só, tem 200 mil de madeira. Ah, running. Screw you. You fucking siege. You fucking siege maker. Uh-oh. Viper's losing the TCs now to the Saracen bows. Lost the TC. Tatoh is not being able to help. Jordan's too busy trying to help now. Now that Daut has added TCs, he is ahead on both military and economy. Liereyy is the one with the biggest strength so far. They're trying a 3 versus 2 attack here with Jordan and Tatoh and Viper trying to pressure Liereyy and Daut, but Liereyy did some amazing job defending, and he even made a mangonel. So by defending that, this was probably the GG. And my goodness, look at these guys. Liereyy is actually getting attacked by raiders. He's losing a house and the market to the raiders. In the desert, you need to respect the raiders. Well, Tatoh has probably paid those guys because he's just mining gold close to them, while Liereyy is getting attacked. Yeah, Tatoh is smart. Very smart. But anyway, this is not gonna save them, because Liereyy is about to reach Impure Age, and he will have Ethiopian Arbalests with the Saracen bonus, which means that he will be able to melt. Not kill, but melt buildings. Ouch. We already know the outcome, so let's hurry up. I just want to know, how did Viper actually convince his opponents, man? How did Viper actually convince his allies, that, hey guys, I know that this map is truly open, there's not a single forest for us to wall, but I have an idea. I will boom. How did he actually play this on over Tatoh and Jordan, man? What the fuck? I need to watch this stream. I want to know, man. I feel like if Viper sold the idea of booming on this map to his teammates, he could probably just give up on Age of Empires and become a salesman. If you can sell that you can boom in this map, you can even sell ice to the penguins of the previous map, you know? So, what the fuck was that? Running is asking, are you happy with your Red Bull performances, or did you expect more? I am honestly disappointed on myself. My goal was to qualify, and I have failed. Not once, not twice, but 8 times already. I have played all the 8 qualifiers of Red Bull, and I have never made it to the main event, so I'm truly upset with myself, Mr. Running. If that answers you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Running, I was able to avenge you because I killed Poxo this week. High five. Let's go for the third game. How many Power Wars matches did you play in order to prepare? Uh, I'm not gonna answer this one. I'm not gonna answer this one. But the answer is on this hand. I played all the matches of the first qualifier. I already forgot that this happened. Running, I was very relaxed to fight Boxo. But then, like 3 hours before fighting him, I told, let me see who Boxo fought in the first round. And then I just realized that Boxo actually beat Running 3-2. And I was like, holy shit. Something is not right there. So I was there, man. I'm dying to Running lately. We are actually, Running is killing me in Arabia, he's killing me on Arena. If Running lost to this guy, I'm going to lose to this guy. But then I asked myself, what the fuck, man? Or maybe Running just did a bad series. So I watched the games and my conclusion is, you did a bad series, Mr. Running. That was not your gameplay. You were probably nervous, I don't know what happened. I don't know, I truly don't know. But you didn't play your best there. Is Running the same guy like Stefan on Vubli? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think you are Stefan. Are you? Running? Oh no, the penguin map once again. Alright guys, so we are watching the penguin map once again. This time we have here Jordan playing with Celts, Viper playing with Lithuanians Pocket, and Tatoh is playing as Vikings. Guess what's gonna happen? As for the enemies, we have here Liereyy is playing as Lithuanians. Burgundians for Hera. Burgundians, guys. What the fuck? Burgundians. And Vikings from ACCM. So my expectation for this matchup is Tatoh and ACCM will just fight each other on the external part of the map with galleys. On the internal side, maybe Jordan will fight, or maybe Jordan will also go for the outer side. And Viper will probably try to boom, because he's a boomer, and Hera will probably try to open scouts into Cavaliers. Those are my predictions. Let's see. Oh man, feel bad for you Running, but don't you worry, I avenged you. You can sleep well now. I have killed Poxo for you. Are you from Germany, Running? Yes, nice sleep schedule. Running is let's explain to this guy, man. Running is an arena player. What does it mean? He's a clown. What does it mean? The circus shows are played by night, so the clowns can keep awake until late, man. And that explains everything. Jon Snow is from Israel, and he's probably going to play in World Times. Anyway, I'm too tired even to make a joke. Sorry. It was supposed to be a joke. Let's keep going. So Viper's fishing in the back, adding a barracks, and he's probably going to add scouts. Jordan is actually adding a barracks, so he will probably give up on water and actually go for some landing. We also have Liereyy dropping the first archer range. Jordan trying to wall. Tatoh almost fully walled and going galleys here on the right side, as we predicted. Same thing is happening here for ACCM. Both Hera and Viper are fishing, but it seems that Hera is fishing more readily than Viper. Viper is already making some farms, while Hera, guys, already has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has like 10 fishing ships versus 5 from Viper. And let's not forget that he is Burgundian. So far, I believe that Viper is getting out-boomed. I don't know why he's not full fish booming here. Now he will start to make a secondary dock and do it, but I guess that his timing is not the best. And of course Liereyy is attacking here, so he might actually give some trouble to Jordan. I think that this barracks was a bad decision from Jordan. He should have just made his walls early on and went full water. Just my opinion. Especially if Jordan loses the water, Viper fish that is already not so great might be hit. Man, that's brilliant. Hera is actually trying to raid the villagers, the fishermen. Everyone has fishermen. Tatoh has views fishing. ACCM has views fishing. No, it hasn't. Hera has some views fishing, but Viper also had more villagers fishing, and that's those guys that Hera is after. Maybe Viper can try to answer that by a demolition ship, but that actually just increases. Oh yeah, that's the demolition. Uh-oh, Viper fish is probably down. Jordan's still fishing fine, but Hera is fishing amazingly. Look at this, man. Like 14 fishing ships for Hera. Already making cavaliers. Yeah, I have no doubt that Hera will probably will carry this game. From how things are right now, Hera just stomp his opponent. And ooh, my goodness. Okay, so this is not going to end well. Liereyy has already switched himself to crossbows, so he has a few crossbows here to use. He's actually fighting water, but he was even able to mass a few crossbows. And together with Hera Cavaliers, they can probably just start killing everyone. Tatoh, well, he seems to be doing a great job on water. Both Tatoh and Jordan were able to kill ACCM here. On water in this map. Yeah, those guys are tough on water. But Viper, oh, yeah, Viper's fucked. So guys, Tatoh is gaining some advantage and he might even get the water, but it doesn't matter because his pocket only has 4 fishing ships while Hera is fishing with 15 so far with no immediate threat to them. Only now Jordan's coming here, and by the time those guys actually finish Hera's fishing ship, he is Burgundian and he will be already boomed with 3 TCs as the Burgundians. Way ahead of Viper, so yeah. No way for Viper here. I guess that Hera and Liereyy will just keep bullying him. We might see a GG soon. Tatoh is going there for the water. Jordan's going for fish. ACCM is doing his best to help protecting Hera's fish for a bit longer. Very good, ACCM, very good. I feel like Jordan over-invested into water now, but he's now trying to boom a bit. Viper is so behind, guys. Hera has like 31 cavaliers already, and Viper only has 7 army. So it's just a matter of time until they run down over Viper, and Liereyy is actually reaching Imperial Age and adding more archer ranges. Well, Lithuanian have no arbalest, so he will either switch to cav archers or maybe hand cannoneers since he's versus Celt. Oh, they are taking even the TCs from Viper, man. This is over. This game is over. I don't think that Tatoh and Jordan can turn this. But Hero is just too strong at this point. Yeah, he's now killing Tato's TCs. Viper's trying to reboom. Oh, Jordan's trying to fight here, massing Wold Raiders, but he's actually facing Liereyy that is massing lots of hand cannoneers. I do not think hand cannoneers are great, but in the hands of Liereyy, a penguin could be good. So He'll probably do it. He's actually doing the supposed to counter unit. Does Lithuanian hand cannoneers have any advantage? I don't know. I don't think so. They're just regular, right? Yeah, they're just regular. Nothing special. Hero is massing lots of cavaliers and will soon be able to upgrade them to paladins. Tatoh, who was so far pressuring the water from ACCM, might start to have some trouble on both water and land, since his equal was heavily damaged by Hera and he was forced to switch into pikeman. Now ACCM might have the edge on both water and land here with some arbalests. And probably traps. Who won this? I guess GL, the series? But this game specifically, the DreamTeam. Unless Jordan do some massive plays here. Uh-oh, no. Yeah. I think that Viper did some misreading of this map. He should have fish boomed heavily if his team was going there. Some very questionable decision for GL. Good play here by the DreamTeam. Let's see more of the games. What the fuck is this? There's too much Britons. Is this a restore? Oops! We got spoiled. That's a restore. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go for another game. And they are playing Atacama. Atacama is a very known map, and the thing about Atacama is that basically you have very small wood lines here on your base, and there are bigger wood lines in the center. Not as big as in Oasis map, but still some good amount of wood. The map is quite open, it's difficult to wall, so I'm expecting a lot of aggression, and the civilizations that we have here are Khmer for Viper, Mayans for Mr. Jordan, Japanese for Tatoh. Japanese are very interesting. He can actually have a lot of pressure on the early game with Man-at-Arms, and they are versus Portuguese from Liereyy. Okay, at least he gives a good team bonus, but the civilization itself is not that great. Unless the game goes to very post-Imperial Age and he can use some Fetorias, make some towers. And we have here Hera with Khmer as well, and Daut with Mayans. Same as Jordan. Viper's walling his woodline already, and I feel like he's just going to drop a stable. Yes, there you go. So Scout for Viper, Scout for Daut, double archer range for Liereyy, double archer range for Tatoh, single range for Jordan, after Man-at-Arms probably, yep. Ooh, Daut doing the damage here. And Daut also transitioning here to one archer range. Jordan suffered a bit here from this Man-at-Arm attack, but he's trying a counter-attack. Tatoh is coming together, and they might actually go a 3v1 versus Daut. Well defended by Daut, dropping a tower, and Hera is here to cover his ass with a lot of scouts. Uh-oh, Hera already upgraded the armor of his scouts, so he was able to deal with Tato's army. Interesting, right? It seems that both teams have already made a pattern of a team wall. If you take a look, Liereyy has walled until the edge of the mountains, so enemies cannot kill him on the right side. His archer ranges are here in the front of the gold, and he's fully walled. Here is kind of walling the center, but they are still open. And Daut, he hasn't walled. And he's suffering a bit. Daut seems to be the one with biggest problems right now, because he just got his woodline denied by Jordan Tower, and he's trying to run back. Uh-oh, Daut running views, that's bad for him. Good attack for GL. Hero trying to to contain some of the damage. I think that Liereyy needs to do something. Liereyy is now coming to attack Tatoh, who made the tower to defend and is adding extra walls, even stone walls, in the center. Tatoh is also reinforcing the walls to his base here, but he hasn't walled until the mountains, and Liereyy might actually be able to join his base here using some crossbowmen. Hera comes here with light calves. Daut has suffered a lot of pressure and he's going heavy on stone, so maybe we are going to see Plummet Archer transition here for Daut. Okay. Nice for Viper. He also made some gates. Yes, you can see there's a pattern here. Both teams trying to team wall. Tatoh defended here from Hera. Liereyy, guys, is already booming here with 2 TCs, but messing a lot of archers. He has the hugest army on the field. 40 units, almost. 3 ranges also for Liereyy. Liereyy is just great playing archers, right? And they're kind of playing 3-2 now, guys. GL has 2 guys doing lots of crossbows, Tatoh and Jordan, and Viper is spamming knights. On the opposite team, you have Liereyy with massive crossbows, Hera trying to do some more knights, and Daut, guys, is just now starting to make some Plummet archers, but he is heavily behind Jordan in terms of numbers, with now a secondary TC, so Daut won't be able to impact Castle Age gameplay so much, at least not until the very late castle, while he might have gotten himself some more numbers. But my goodness, Hero is already on his way to Imperial Age. Uh-oh, forget what I said about Daut. We are not going to see Daut until Imperial Age. He's just getting his TC deleted by GL. They're trying to go over Hera's. Oh, Jordan's gonna hide in the mountains. Not so effective. Hera is now on Imperial Age. Jordan's making castles here to try and dominate the center. Tatoh is running towards his teammates because Liereyy is already in Pure Age. Oh my goodness, Liereyy has a huge advantage and he already made some runs. So those guys are now desperate to add castles and defend themselves from the enemies. Viper tried to make a second castle here, but there was a hole in the wall. Tatoh has lost his access to the wood line. He has actually to go towards the back wood lines. Viper's getting pressure because he hasn't upgraded Cavalier. Jordan's trying to help, but the siege are also hard to deal with. And Hera is going full to raid Tatoh. So he has Cavaliers taking on a TC, another group of Cavaliers going for his views, but this actually has left the siege a bit unprotected. Big fight. This fight might actually be good for GL. That's not the GG. That's a restore. So let's watch now the restore. Guys, I will actually stop after this one because I feel like I'm almost sleeping. The games are good, but I'm tired and I will stop on this game. We keep watching the series tomorrow. So there we go. Ooh, Viper's trying to dodge. Liereyy is doing a good job. Daut's here with a few Plummet archers. At least he's participating. My goodness, poor Daut. Huh? Only now adding a third TC while his team tries to pressure. But Tatoh was also hurt big time. He lost his TCs. He only has 2. He's trying to start markets now. Jordan and Viper versus Liereyy and Hera is what we have now. Both Tatoh and Daut are trying to recover themselves, so they may become relevant on the longer stages of the game, but just not now. Man, honestly, look at this. Liereyy and Hera have hidden their armies in the mountains. Oh, they have been spotted. But since their opponents are busy with that, Hera is actually pushing Jordan Castle here in the front. Liereyy is actually pushing Tatoh and Vipers here with some cannons. And Viper is already switching here to some Roosters together with the Cavaliers, while Hera is being able to keep full Cavaliers. He's even using some goats from Daut. Yeah, my goodness, this looks not so good. It will be hard to defend. Like very hard. Hero is attacking non-stop, they are trying to defend, but he's eventually being able to outmass Jordan and Viper. Is this the GG? No, Jordan has more archers coming and he's actually switching here to plumes as well. Tatoh is just making markets, okay. And a few arbalests to try a counterattack. Big pressure here from Liereyy and Hera in the center. Daut is coming back to the game and he's making a few plumed archers so he can start raiding, adding more castles, and he has already 3 castles. The only hope for GL here is the very late stage because they're having trouble to survive, but if they actually do survive here, they are already making some trade. The problem is that this trade is getting raided by Daut, by Hera, but since Hera is very focused on the raidings, he actually ended up leaving Liereyy alone, and then both Jordan and Viper were able to take him out. Good move. Jordan is increasing his trade. Daut's coming here to help now. He might be able to make elite plumed archer. So now, guys, Daut is about to get back in the game. We might have a 3v3, but man, Tatoh is just walling, making trades, but I do not see any other development. Just like lots of trade cards from Tatoh. Is Tatoh actually just slinging his teammates? Let's take a look. No. I honestly thought that Tatoh was just full slinging his allies here, but it doesn't seem to be that. I guess Jordan should wall this side so that they can focus on fighting on the middle. Viper is spamming lots of roosters. There are 3 guys from the other team here. I do not see Tatoh doing any unit, guys. I hope he does something amazing. He's slowly... Oh! Tatoh was slowly advancing on the right side, and now he showed us that he wants to play with Kevarchers. Kevarchers are actually good. They add the mobility that might be needed to raid the trade from the enemy. Their enemies are starting with the trade, but GL is very ahead, so I'm expecting GL to be able to produce more gold units and start pushing back their opponents. But the siege here from Hera and Liereyy is quite a one. Daut together. Daut actually has a lot of elite plumed archers here, guys. Honestly, on this point of the game, I believe that the strongest army composition here belongs to Daut. Oh, and he tried to raid, but he was denied. This is terrible for GL. Liereyy has started to produce bomber towers. What the fuck? Oh my goodness, I would never expect that. Liereyy is actually deleting his villagers, guys. And he is switching his vills to Feitorías. So we have a lot of Feitorías here from Liereyy. Trade and Feitorías. And this means that he might actually be able to spend a lot of towers because he will be generating extra stone. Quite a good game. Viper raiding non-stop. Raiding on. They're spamming roosters to defend, sorry. Jordan doing his best to defend with the massive of plumes. They are struggling, guys. I can feel how much they are struggling to defend. Their enemies are about to breach, but oh, that was a nice move. Tatoh started to add Yasama towers, guys. So those are the towers that will actually allow them to defend the trade. The problem is Daut is just walking around with lots of plumed archers. They're trying to surround him. Tatoh is spamming a lot of Yasama towers in the trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is spamming Yasama towers. He's also starting to mess some cave archers. On the right side, he was actually able to push Liereyy and he's going to kill the Feitorías and he's actually raiding the trade. So right now, Tatoh is doing some game-winning moves. I would love to be in his placement at this moment. That's exactly the kind of game that I like to play. Whoa. Jordan is heroically trying to defend this. They were able to stop Daut and Tatoh has built a lot of towers. Tatoh is also at this point starting to sling Viper and Jordan. Jordan has a big line of castle. He's walking around trying to eat those woods since their woodlines are being deprived. I feel like DreamTeam is having some huge trouble in order to access wood, but Tatoh is doing a good job on attacking here. Hera is trying to defend this for Liereyy, but those Revikiv archers are no joke. The trade from Diao seems more solid. Despite that, they were not able to stop the advance of Liereyy and Daut and Hera here. New bomber towers, cannons eventually killing the Yasama towers, Viper messing on roosters, Jordan messing on siege runs, and there they go. Siege runs, roosters, and plumed archers. They are probably going to be able to push back big time here, unless Hero starts sending some melee units. And even if they send melee units, it's too much siege runs and plumed archers. And at the same moment, we have Tatoh on the other side, spamming Yasama towers to dominate Liereyy, walking around with his Revikiv archers trying to get the trade. Daut is focused here on trying to counter those Revikiv archers. Oh, that's quite nice. And there's a lot of wood here that Tatoh can actually collect for his teammates. Jordan is even repairing the siege during the attacks. Another castle gonna fall. Don't stop spamming from Jordan here. Very good, well played. Oh guys, this is where the trade starts to make a difference. While Hera is just spamming full roosters, Viper has restarted to add cavaliers to his composition, so he's about to have a way stronger unit on the field than Hera, and this can probably turn on the fights. Liereyy is trying to defend, adding extra towers, but stopping this push will not be easy, and I honestly do not see a clear answer to Tatoh. Daut can stop his advance for a while, but he can just slow pushes here with the towers. There's no siege run, there's no one actually saying, hey, let's take those towers down. Oh, now Hera has elephants. Oh, I just burned my tongue here. While Viper was going for cavaliers, Hera actually switched to elephants. So right here, he has a way more powerful and gold effective unit than Vipers. So the elephants are doing it. Hera is still sending like roosters to the trade in order to kill it. But the problem, as I said before, is how are they going to stop Tatoh? He's finishing to kill the Fatorians from Liereyy. He's advancing with the towers. He's about to finish killing the Plumed Archers from Daut. And Jordan has a big mass of Plumed Archers that is never going to be killed. Hero had stopped a bit with the elephants, the trade issue. Let's take a small look here. You guys might ask yourself, how much stone Tatoh have? I think that the thing is, with this amount of trade, Tatoh can keep buying resources. Right now, the stone buy is only 130. Okay. I thought that he was already buying stone to make more towers. They are advancing. Now both Hera and Daut are focused on taking on Tatoh, and this is actually good for GL because Tatoh can buy some time for his teammates to actually push back on the left side, which is exactly what they are doing. As a matter of a curiosity, how many trade profs do they have? Oh, look at this, guys. Tatoh has had already 23k trade profit. Liereyy relied fully on the Fatorias, so he has 0. Hera 4.5k. Daut 6k. Jordan 10k. So basically, guys, despite not dominating the wood, GL is way ahead on the gold because of how much they are trading. Starting the trade early on and getting a solid trade line like this is actually putting them with a huge advantage here in order to spend army. Jordan advancing. Tatoh doing some good advances as well. Viper has finally switched to elephants as well. Ooh, thanks for the follow. A raid from Daniel. Welcome, guys, from Daniel's stream. I'm just ending my stream here, guys, to be honest. And I was watching the games from WDC matchup versus the Dream Team. We are watching this 1 hour, almost 1.5 hour Atacama between GL and the Dream Team. The Dream Team composed here of Hera, Daut, and Liereyy. That's an amazing game. We are seeing elephants, plumed archers. We are seeing a Portuguese making lots of Fatorias. We are seeing here a Japanese guy pushing the enemies using mass Yasema towers and Ravikev archers. These games are crazy good to watch.
It's a follow.
So thanks you for all the follows. GL has a huge advantage on the trade, but in the meantime, the Dream Team is actually controlling the wood in the center. The map, guys, is Atacama, so if I put this view of the map, you can see that most of the wood was concentrated here in the center, and it still is. And the ones taken then is actually the Dream Team. But the problem is that GL is eventually taking on the side woods, and they are winning more and more map here, trying to reach the trade from their enemies. Liereyy is trying to build some creative defenses here. Tatoh and Viper are pushing hard, but they are also getting pushed here by Liereyy and Daut. Viper is messing lots of elephants. I think that elephants, guys, will start to gain a lot more value on this map because wood is very limited and elephants costs food and not wood, so it's way easier to keep spamming elephants than spamming, for example, Kev archers, siege. Hera and Daut are eventually trying to take Tatoh out, but he's just trying to micro, going back. He has a lot of Yasama towers. Look this, man. Hera looks desperate. He's sending a lot of trade cards even under the range of the Yasama towers. He might even end up losing a few trade cards with that move. Scary. He's trying to take down the towers. Viper's coming here to defend with some elephants. On the other side we have Jordan and Viper pushing here with a lot of elephants, and we do not see the same answer from those guys. Liereyy actually built some new Fatorias on the left side. Daut has his trade running smoothly. We can't say the same for Hera, Hero trade has now been completely denied by the towers of Tatoh, and that might be the finishing blow because without his trade running, Hera won't be able to keep up making elephants, so he will start to have to fight with roosters versus elephants. Jordan's advancing, but he only has a few trebuchets. It feels like GL still doesn't have so much wood. If we go to the prices here, guys, you can actually buy wood by almost 200 gold. The prices are increasing. They are trying to get Tatoh here by numbers. But he's doing a good job. And now that Viper is messing elephants here on the right side as well, it's more and more difficult to actually push him back. Daut, Liereyy, and Hera with some small support are trying to stop the raid on the center. Left side, nothing happening. Small raidings from Hera trying to happen. A huge trade line for GL. Lots of cav here from Tatoh. He's now going to add what? Barracks. Oh, that's very smart. Because he's mostly getting stopped here by cavalry. So if he starts to add some halberdiers from Japanese, this might actually end up good. Now Jordan's focusing on taking on the last wood spots that are being used by both Hera, Daut and Liereyy. There will be soon no more wood in the game, guys. Tatoh and Viper are pushing here big time. Is there some trade running? Oh, it seems that Hera and Daut have made a new trade here. It's there, it's smaller, but it's still functional. The problem is that even that trade might get deprived here, man. Tatoh is slow pushing, still there's no answer to his push. Liereyy is trying to make some cannons here, maybe he will try to snipe out some cav archers and some trebuchets. Good snipe. Adding extra bomber towers. Jordan's attacking heavily, but I truly feel that he's struggling with wood line. There's no more wood. Jordan has no more wood to take. He only has to rely on buying wood if he wants to take some. There's no wood for him to take. Viper is desperately running here and trying to collect more wood. Same for Tatoh that is adding a few Yasama towers. Those guys are actually, guys, on a big fight over this last piece of wood. This is one of the last big woods of the map. There are still some small portions of wood here in the back, but they are almost all over as well. Jordan numbers have diminished a bit. Hero elephants are trying to outnumber enemies, but Viper is also spamming his own elephants. Uh-oh, bad trade here for Tatoh. But he's getting the attention of his enemies. 200 gold has been paid as a tribute for Viper. Oh, that was a very smart move. Daut actually switched to Eldorado Eagles. And why this is a smart move? Because Eagles does not cost wood. So he can actually spend those a lot easier than spamming Plumed Archers. Is Jordan going to do something similar? Maybe he doesn't even have the wood for the barracks, right? Viper is still spamming, they are still eating these last pieces of wood. Tatoh is still attacking. Man, what a game. What a game. Hero is there with lots of roosters and elephants and he's taking down the vills from those guys. Daut is starting to spend a lot of eagles. Jordan is just running back with a few plumes. But now he's adding the barracks, so he realizes that he will have to fight as well using that. Another raiding attempt. Ooh, that's bad. That's a huge raiding attempting by both Hera and Daut. And Viper comes here to defend, but he only has elephants, which are quite slow. So there are several trade cards from those guys that are gonna go down. And meanwhile, Tatoh and Viper are not being able to keep advancing. People are actually giving food to Jordan. I guess that the idea here is that Jordan can actually start spamming Elite Eagles to counter Daut. There you go. Also Elite Eagles for Jordan, so he can fight Daut as an equal. Meanwhile, in the meantime, we have Liereyy slowly advancing, building new towers and attacking with cannons. But there's a huge amount of elephants from Viper. He can probably use those guys. Right side once again. Some small push attempts from both Hera and Daut. Oh, Jordan found a nice spot for his plumed archers and he's killing like lots of units with this spot. Look at this, man. How can they actually kill that? What a spot Jordan has found. Very good one. Uh-oh, but Daut is running once again towards the trade. There are, of course, some plumed archers here for Jordan. Oh, and now Jordan's bringing his own eagles. And Viper, guys, is walking here on the left side together with Jordan with a huge army. And they are aiming at the trade. There is no defense for this trade unless their enemies come here and fight them back. So this might actually be a game-winning move here. On the center, we can see Tatoh advancing. He still has some monks to heal his cav archers, advancing slowly with the towers. No more wood exists on this map. There is no more wood. So trade is the only source of wood because you can get a trade and then buy. Is any Feitoria? Yes. Liereyy has 1, 2, 3 Feitorias, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually have 10 Feitorias from Liereyy.
It's a follow.
Markets are going down. Vipers take them down. I do not see an answer. Liereyy is trying to come here and build some towers. The trade from GL has stopped. On the other side, we can also see Viper and Tatoh advancing. Siege attempt countered by these. Oh, finally Daut did some halberdiers and helped with cleaning up the elephants. But now Jordan is spamming lots of elite eagles and he is attacking the Feitorias, and in the end Liereyy was almost out of the game, mostly slinging resources to his allies, but having elephants and eagles as units that are heavily dependent on gold in this kind of situation is what saves you. Making elephants is too costly. There are no more wood to make farms, so you would have to buy a lot of wood at a very expensive price to then make the farm, so quite bad. Let's take a look on the stats. Military wise, Jordan messed lots of stuff. Same for Daut, the Mayans always. But Hera and Viper also kept like around 80 units. Economy wise, Liereyy was only slinged, as pointed out by Olsi. He actually slinged 32k to his teammates, but Tatoh, that was doing lots of damage, also managed to sling 32k because he was trading. And society wise, we can see some relic gold, but back to the economy, the trade profit was the biggest difference. We had Tatoh with 84k trade profit, followed by Jordan with 45 and Viper with 31. So we basically have more than 150,000 gold for those guys. If we go for the other team, Liereyy didn't make trade cards, and Hera and Daut together only had access to around 55k, so 3 times the amount of gold that was generated from GL versus the Dream Team. So go for the early trade, it can truly win the games, and this is the ultimate example on how the early trade actually saved Tatoh, allowed him to play with a lot of Yasama towers, a high mobility unit such as the Kiv Archers. You can also see that he has lots of elephants because he kept making monks, and monks on this stage of the game are quite effective, especially when enemies are making elephants. They are very cheap. They are made with the only resource that you are still taking, and he totally made the difference. Very nice game, guys. I wish I wasn't so tired. I wish to keep watching, but as I said before, I'm truly tired, so I will stop after this one. We can finish watching this series together, and